Thanks for tuning in for my first video ever, at least here. Uh, Today's topic is the war on truth. And it feels like there is a war on truth going on around. From everything with our current president basically lying his way into office and then admitting it, and mass media, people trying to sell you shit, make you think you need it. It's kind of like this web of lies that's happening. Mistruths and untruths and alternative facts. So hopefully we can dig into that a little bit in this video. That's the topic. What we seem to have right now seems to be a full-scale war on truth. It's infiltrated deep into our society and even into the fabric of our own beings for quite some time. Just in my own life, I've had to uncover many things that were there that were not true. Still finding those things that are brought inside of us by the external world and the world that we live in. But now seems like people are waking up to this a bit and realizing the consequences of all these untruths. Especially since the election, I think people were like, whoa, what is going on? Like, how did this person get elected? And through fake news. If you didn't get the memo from Sean Spicer, press secretary, real news is now fake news, and fake news is now real. And don't question the official story, and the media is our enemy. Lots of fake news happening. People say, I don't see color. Nazism is a political position. It'd be a lot less scary if people didn't believe this shit, if it was just like, okay, the crazy person standing there with everyone's going to hell sign. All right, great, they can do that. But no, it seems like it's like mass hysteria, and it's sometimes I wonder if it's me who's going crazy because of like people are like, oh yeah, we totally believe this, and then fortunately, there's enough sane people around there to give me a little reassurance that we're all a little bit crazy, but that's beside the point. Y'all know what I mean, I think, maybe. Anyways, even in progressive circles on, in Facebook, whatnot, I see, blatantly fake news being shared far and wide. So it's not just limited to one sector of the population. I've been guilty of it, sharing things that aren't true or unverified. It's like, I guess it's on us to we really gotta fact check. We gotta dig in and really commit ourselves to seeing truth. It seems like our society has lost the ability to discern, collectively, discern right from wrong, truth from fiction, justice from injustice. It's like, some of these things are a little bit, hazy, but it's really crazy to see how many people have these radical, hateful views. So maybe it's time to bring people back and realize that we're all humans, and we all have heartbeats. We all drink water. Water is life. We all drink it. We all need the same things. We're very similar and very different in other ways, but the fundamental parts that make us human are similarities. So maybe that's truth. Maybe that's some truth. Whereas, everything seeks to divide us and say, pit hate groups against each other, it's like they're playing everyone against everyone else, and stoke, it's like, look over here while we do whatever we want, So we gotta, maybe, I think people are waking up to that. So what is truth? Can truth be relative, or relative based on, is it based on culture or bounded by some experience, or is there relative truth or absolute truth? And that's a whole other topic. I'm not even going to talk about that right now, but maybe if someone comments on that, that would be a cool topic, but not for this. So we're going to talk about untruths and alternative facts. Those seem a little bit easier to understand, Untruths, whether their origins be politicians, televisions, or capitalists who sell you shit that you don't need, with the promise of fulfilling you in your life. These things make their way through our culture and through each of us to some extent. And they really seem to hit mainstream. It's like, yeah, closest thing to the world we're living in right now, at least political climate seems to be a reality reserved for the worlds of Vonnegut, Huxley, and Orwell. Trump ran his campaign on white fears and insecurities, while stoking the flames of racism and xenophobia, relying little on actual facts. There's hateful trolls like Milo Yiannopoulos, and these people are amassing huge fan bases by just like latching on people's emotions and kind of like manipulating their emotions and not really regarding truth. If you can make someone feel some way, it's straight up propaganda. It's like that's how they affect people. They make them fear and hate, and that's how they control their minds. I had a young acquaintance I know from real life tell me that the blue pill is the new red pill. A reference to the Matrix, where taking the red pill represents a search for deep truth. Regardless of where that goes, a little bit uncomfortable, and while the blue pill represents living in a comfortable, safe illusion, i.e. the Matrix. And yeah, that made me think. I was like, people are advocating the blue pill. I didn't know that was a thing. But it's like, yeah, we do seek our comforts and illusions too, and that's something to look at too. I see a lot of the blue pill in our world today. People care more for their comfort, for protecting the illusion of their ego. Arguing and fighting and trying to reinforce what they already believe, as opposed to really trying to like challenge ourselves to like seek information, to like open our minds for change, open our hearts, and really to seek truth, to seek it. Maybe, I was talking with a friend just before making this video, and they said, yeah, maybe the problem is that people don't even look for truth. It's not that they can't discern it, it's that they're not even... But I mean, in the times that we're in right now, the place that we're at, yeah, especially living in the States, I think it's time everywhere. It's time everywhere to take that red pill. That's it. That's the antidote before we break even further with our connection to our ability to discern truth, and we don't go full dystopian in this completely controlled world. Yeah, go back to that, or whatever your connection is with that. We all know it. We all got it. And it might take a while, and people are gradually waking up, and maybe some people are going to sleep. It's gonna be, it could be a long process, but perhaps a mass awakening, and this truth, this mass awakening of truth could be our best chance of liberation, of setting everyone free of the oppressors, to stop oppressing and realize that we're all human, that we're all one. And yeah, let's explore. Hey, thank you for listening, for watching. If you like this video, you can hit subscribe at the bottom. My name is David Jacob, and I'm going to be making some more videos, and appreciate your time, and keep spreading the love and spreading truth, and I hope to see you again soon. Blessings.